Hey everybody, it's Ian at Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts, and today on my lift I've got something of the new kind. It's going to be a repair on a super portable. Yeah, so we've got a super portable in for repair. Now, this is not a manufacturer failure, but maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe they can look into this in the future. But this is a customer scooter, and the customer resides in a care facility, and somebody was trying to help, but didn't know anything about the scooter, it being relatively new and different to most scooters, so they didn't really realize how to fold the seat. So what they did is put all the weight and pressure on this to fold it and broke it. And they broke the carbon fiber joint there. And let me just bring them back up. It's not bad there, but so basically it's the folding mechanism. You see it breaking away there. So that is kind of a weak point on these chairs, so be careful if you do own one of these. Make sure you use the release handle to release the seat, because otherwise they can break. Not a cheap fix because it's part of the carbon fiber frame seat back, so it's an expensive repair. And so we'll get into changing that part of the seat frame out. I ordered the part, it came in today. Super lightweight, weighs absolutely nothing. But yeah, it's this part there that broke, there and there. But I'll get into stripping this back piece off. I'll take the armrests off, and just thought I'd show you how it's done. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove the armrests, because I don't need those on there getting in the way, and they just pull off easy enough. No need to release the brackets. Hope you can see that all right. I haven't done many videos lately because I've had nothing new to show you, so it's been a bit scarce, a bit quiet this end of the year. I made a few sales, but yeah, not many repairs. There've been a few, but nothing that you haven't already seen, or nothing new. There's one thing I am messing around with at the minute, is this thing here. It's a Ultra X. I had a customer in yesterday, and one of my biggest questions I get asked is, can you make them go faster? But this was a different question. So to answer the customer's questions was to make it go faster. No, you can't make them go faster. Well, you can, but you'd have to change the controller out. But no, the question I got asked by this customer was, can I make it go slower, even at the set slowest speed? The customer's wife had dementia, and even though it was slow, she couldn't go slow enough. So could you slow it down? So while I was messing around with that Ultra X, is if I put a resistor in line with the throttle. So that's what I'm messing around with at the moment, see if I can get it to go even slower. So that's my little pet project at the moment while I've got a bit of downtime. I don't know the values of the capacitor, the inline resistor that you would use, so I've got to do some investigating on that and see how far I can go down on speed. I've just added a capacitor, and it seemed to slow it down a little bit, but not enough. So that's what I'm messing around with at the moment. So what I'm doing here on the video is just taking the backrest off, and I'm going to put that onto the new support frame, the carbon fibre support frame. So I'll do one bit at a time, just to so I don't get lost. I know which way round everything goes and where the screws go and everything, because I've never done one of these before. So do it a little bit at a time. Put the backrest on the new bit. A bit tight, but it's doable. Slide that down. So yeah, not much going on in the store, as I said earlier. So just got to line up the screw holes and then put the screws back in there. I can move on to removing the seat cushion and then start looking at where the bolts attach to the frame of the scooter to remove the rest of the backrest. Let's just go through it pretty slow and see what bits I need and what bits I don't need. What I'm removing at the moment, which is just out of the shot, is the bit that holds the tiller when it's folded. It's like a little Jew piece that attaches to the frame. I'll just show you. It's that little cradle piece that just screws into the back of the seat back frame, which I'll put back on the new piece, so one bit at a time. Alright, so basically what I've done, remove the 6 screws from there and there, plus the 2 screws that hold this on, 6 screws and the 2 screws that hold that on, and transferred it to the new piece. I can put that to one side again now. So the next thing I've got to do is remove this, which is held in with 2 screws and a spring. So this may be a little bit difficult. It's under tension. No, I don't need to remove that, I don't think. No, because this is part of the seat base, so you don't need to remove this if you're just doing this piece here. What you will have to remove is these locking mechanisms. So I'll show you. This is part of the seat base, you don't need to remove that, but anything attached to this, the uprights. So this is a seat base, but I need to remove these. Maybe. No, I don't. I can just remove the bottom 2 bolts, but I will have to remove the fender liners to get to them, because they're covered. They're covered, one there, one there. So you need to remove those to get access to it. So I'm hoping I may have to remove the wheel. It looks like I have to remove the wheels to get access to them. But, let's fold it down and see. Alright. Don't need the back on there. Remove that. Bit on each side. Okay. Yeah, I can see the screws there. 1, 2, 3. It looks like 3 screws behind the wheel. And it's going to be a 3/4 to remove the wheel. And then I can get access to the, oh jeez, just in case that's holding it in. Get that out of the way. Okay. They're on tight. You can see the 3 screws. behind the fender liner. There we go, 3 screws there. That's just so we can get into that bolt that's behind there. I'm hoping I'll leave the last one in and just tilt that out of the way. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, so let's see. Probably going to be 4mm. So they're going to be 4 or 5. 4. Oh, I got pulled away on a job, so it's the next day. So yeah, 4mm will remove that portion there. I've got to get the other wheel off, so I'll just stop that from rolling. Because I've got to get the other side off. Yeah, so 3/4 socket for the wheel nut, sorry. And that should release your wheel. Hey. Susanna from Drive called about a battery. She's going to email you or call you. These are on tight. Oh, Jesus. I've got an old wheel nut I can put on there. Rolly. All right. Yeah, just needed a little tap. Make sure you don't lose your little keyway, your wheel. So I can swing that out of the way. Now I can remove this bolt and this bolt. You can see that. So there's 2 bolts to release. There's a lower bolt and then an upper bolt up there. And that should release the seat frame back. it's got a, looks like a 10 or a 12 on the back of it. Guessing 12. Nope, 10. Because it has the pivot. Looks like a little acorn knot with a locking washer and a washer on there. And a spacer. And then the actual bolt should slide out. I'll put these back together in the order they came off. I don't know what I'm doing. I can actually flip it back on. A little bit easier. It says. Mil wrench, 4 mil Allen, spacer in the middle. It looks like it goes through the frame there. There's yeah, there's like little spaces in there, pivot joint. Alright, now I've got to get that right back down. Bring the tiller back up. Okay, yeah, there's a same affair on the seat portion of it. There, the 10 mil bolted through and through there. I don't think you're going to see much. Okay, so it comes out, you've got acorn split washer and then the insert for the actual carbon fibre. Then you've got your bolt going through. There's a bit of grease on there, and you've got another insert on the bolt side. And then there's a washer and an insert on the actual frame itself, so just be careful you don't lose that. So there's another insert on this side. Let's get this left side off. They're not super tight, so don't over tighten them or you're going to restrict the fold. Too tight and you'll cause problems. Don't want to lose it. Inserts. There's an insert on the frame. That one stayed on there. There's so you can see that. So you've got an insert on there and there, and also an insert on this side there and there. So there's inserts on both sides that go through the carbon fibre, and then yeah, washer on the other end, and then the acorn knot. Right. Remove that, and that should get rid of this, hopefully. Getting the frame piece out. I think I may have to remove this to get it off, because it's restricting it. Because it's the width is not going to give you any room. So I'm thinking you may have to remove the release bar. I didn't want to have to do that, but damn. Let's see if I can. I've got one side. Yeah. So it'll just fit over there like that. If you can see that. So over one side first. It'll just squeeze out and then pull it. That's lucky, I didn't want to remove that. So let's get my frame. Okay, so I'll put this side in first. Either side doesn't matter, as long as you don't scratch up your carbon fibre bit. And hook it over the locking mechanism. Alright. Now I can start reassembling it. I'm going to work on this side first because it's closer to me. Just make sure I get my inserts in. So, first insert. That's already on there. There's one already on the bump. Not the easiest job, I'll tell you that. Okay. And the second insert. I would suggest making sure these two inserts are in place on the seat frame portion first before you do anything else. Reinsert those. If you need to grease them again, you can. So I've got both inserts on there, and they're on the seat frame piece, not on this piece because that's on there. Okay, so this should be one there. Yep, there's one on there already. So that's that one. And there should be two inserts there. One, two, one, two, one, two. That's that. Okay, let's get this back together. thread your bolt through, making sure your inserts are in there. Just got it kind of lined up and work on the other side. Okay, come on. Okay, that's in. And then you just need your locking washer and your acorn nut. Same on the other side. You can see much on this side. Locking washer and the acorn nut. So I'm not going to tighten these down until I've got the other ones in, because I need a little extra movement, adjustment, but as long as they're kind of snug. Okay, now I can work on this other portion, this one, which attaches to the frame. That way, that'll go on the wall of shame. Okay, so I've got insert there. Okay, so you've got to make sure you lift this handle and it locks into this folded position, otherwise you won't get the knot. So if this is not in its locked position, this won't align properly. So it won't align properly, so stick it back up there. Alright, so I've got my insert on the bolt already for this side, but I need it on the inside. Just there and there. And I need the inserts on the other side. On the metal part of the frame that the bolt goes through. Now these inserts want to fly away, just want to fly. They want to come out the frame. They're held in by hopes and dreams. Alright. And you just got to kind of finesse them. There we go. Alright, I'll get this side done. Just get this insert put on and the washer and the acorn nut. Popping out the bolt. There we go. So that's located. Washer. Acorn. I'm not sure if and now you can put your insert back in, the washer and the acorn nut. Again, I'm not going to tighten them up until I get the other side done. But they're not going to go anywhere. I actually put these back in. I don't need to do anything else now. Oh yes I do, yes I do. So I need to tighten that up. Get ahead of the game. Okay. Excuse my butt. Okay. Stand it up. I've got one on. It's a good time to check your wiring. Make sure it's tucked out of the way. Alright, so I've got this one all set up. I've got my insert. Looks like the insert's already in on this side. I'm missing an insert. That's great. Yeah, there's only one there. Yeah, I'm missing an insert. So let's see if I left it in the frame. Yep, there it is. Got stuck in the frame. Whew. That was a relief. But I'm thinking I may not get that in there. I think I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, I recommend putting the spacers in. Well, that's a challenge. and the other insert gone in the frame. And then the final insert. Make that seated. Your washer and your acorn. That one was dying to go and cross thread itself. Yeah, not super tight. So that's that one. And now they're tight, I could put the fender liners back on, screwed in. Screw on this side. And there's a two on this side. Okay, and I can now tighten these up. Once I unfold it, I'll put the wheels back on. I'm going to put that grease on there. Just a bit of grease on there just to help it slide on. Washer and then the nut. Okay. Now I can work on the other side. Bit of grease on the shaft. And now I can tighten up the front too. So I've just got to tighten up these one on either side. I'll do it in this position, it's easier. I can get my wrench in there. Okay, not too tight. may have to adjust this, the closure mechanism, fold, as long as it clips in when you fold like that, and clips in when it's upright, which it does, so I don't need to adjust it, but you can adjust it if you need to with these Allen here. In case it's not quite correct, you can adjust it to close correctly. Yeah, that's that done. So I've just got a seat cover in the bag to put back on, and the armrests. I'll give it a quick wipe over. But, yeah, it's done. So that's replacing this rear seat section on the Super Portable. Let me get it back together and put it back in the showroom and let the customer pick it up. It's all back together now, so batteries in it, bag's back on, all done. I've charged it for him. So yeah, that's how you replace the seat frame and the back of that. So yeah, bit of an ordeal. Not cheap part, because it's carbon fibre, of course. So, but if you like this kind of content, like, share, subscribe, and any questions, drop them in the comments or email us at sales@lasvegaslifts.com. So you can visit our website store. It's lasvegasscootersandlifts.com/store, or you can use the links on the website, and you can buy parts and products from us. We greatly appreciate that. So till next time, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, you know the drill. So till next time. Oh, I've got that thing to review next. It's hiding in the corner. The QVC special. So look out for that video. Till next time. Bye now.